everybody, welcome to another Let's Watch / Talk video where we check out the newest trailer for Movie Gamer Show. And today we got the final trailer for The Flash, and some are calling it the Batman movie. This is going to look like a great Batman. It's looking like a great Batman movie, okay? But no, this is the final trailer. Let's check it out. Let's watch this. It's 2 minutes and like 20 seconds, so it's quite big of a trailer. But let's see what they show and or what we've seen already. But let's go ahead and check it out, and we'll talk about it after. So let's go.
Hi.
I love you!
Thank you.
Patching you into Mr. Wayne.
No, please don't.
I need you here now, Barry.
Nice. Bruce telling him when he needs him.
So you're saying you could travel back in time?
But Bruce, I can fix things. I can save people. I can save my mom. I can save your parents.
You could also destroy everything.
Love you, Mom. I love you too.
So how was it this week? How's school?
School was good. Oh, this is mad trippy. Dude, this is catastrophic.
This world must die.
I'm not gonna lose her again. It's not Clark.
My name is Kara. I will help you.
Interesting group. Want some help?
Wait, he's Batman?
Nice.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yes, good old Mike.
Oh, this rips! We're in uncharted territory. Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
You have fancy friends.
You know, it was an Uber. Oh, exec.
All right. Can I just say it's so cool seeing the classic Batmobile back. Oh gosh, it's been such a long time since we've seen it, and it's coming back. At least I hope it's coming back. Maybe it's just a reveal of the Batmobile, but we won't get to see it in action, which would suck. But at least we get to see the Batwing back. I mean, if we do get to see the Batmobile and the Batwing, they went full on classic Batman, Michael Keaton Batman. But yeah, the trailer looks good. It shows, or at least it fleshed out more of the story of what we'll be seeing and what will be happening. So, he goes back in time. He knows that he can do that, and so he tells Ben Affleck's Batman about it, and he's a little hesitant, as you guys saw. He's much more wiser. He's older and wiser, right? So it's not like Batman would be like, "Oh yeah, do it right now, quick." He's not gonna say that, right? He's not gonna do that. But he's definitely gonna warn him, like the stuff that he could cause, like watch out for your actions, and or especially the stuff that happened beforehand, right? Back the premonition and things like that about Batman's dream and all that stuff. So most likely he'll tell him all of that. He'll mention it and he'll bring it up and try to stop him. But Barry's a kid. He'll do it. He's gonna do it, and he does it. And we saw what happens, right? He goes back and changes time. It changes the timeline, right? Saves his mom. Has his mom and dad in the there in the house together. But then there's another Barry, obviously. Then after what happens, he tells them, and obviously the whole problem and issues start or begin, right? We got the other Batman with a different timeline because he wants to go out and he needs, I guess, more help with another Batman. You got the Man of Steel Superman, but in this case, it's not Man of Steel anymore. It's Kara, right? So there's that difference. We got Michael Keaton Batman, and we also have Zod back. It's the whole thing, the whole issue there. And then we get the Barry from that timeline, right? That the original Barry goes to. He turns him into the Flash, I guess. And so that's why his lightning is blue. and then the other lightning is yellow because he has the hang of it, and yeah, so that's a big difference right there that we'll see. And last I want to say is when it comes to the villain, we're just gonna see just I guess evil Barry, pretty much. I think that's what we're getting because that's what I've been hearing too. A lot of people are saying that he will turn evil eventually, or like eventually near the end or whatever. He doesn't want the timeline to change and everything, right? But eventually he will have to change it back or just revert it back, and so he doesn't want that. So that's gonna be a whole issue for the original Barry that we know. So that's a whole thing. But when it comes to, I guess, this new timeline and very messy with the timeline, I was hoping for Reverse Flash. I think everybody was hoping for that, and I.
So how was it this week? How's school?
School was good. Oh, this is mad trippy. Dude, this is catastrophic.
This world must die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara. I will help you.
Interesting group.
Want some help?
So right here we get another shot of the trio, right? The two Flashes. We get Kara, and we have Michael Keaton showing up or coming in for the assistance as well. So we got 4 different heroes, or just 4 heroes in general, right? Going in and taking out Zod and whatnot. And you got Kara fighting Zod and figuring out the whole issue with this crazy, chaotic timeline, or just the issues that's happening within this timeline. And yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome seeing Michael Keaton. But sadly, going back to Ben Affleck's Batman, we are only going to see him a little bit. And I'm a big fan of Ben Affleck's Batman, but I'm also a fan of Zod. I love Michael Shannon. Again, I've said this before in the previous coverage of the first trailer or the second trailer. But yes, Michael Shannon did a hell of a job as Zod. I'm sure you guys are big fans of Zod. And especially going back to Man of Steel, such a good job performance by Michael Shannon as Zod. And I think that he's gonna be pretty powerful. I don't think he's gonna go down easily, as we keep seeing in these shots when Kara is fighting him. She's kicking his ass. I don't think there is some moments where we see Kara going down or getting hit, right? But for the most part, we keep seeing Kara having the advantage. So I don't know exactly what's going to be the bigger issue for them. Is it going to be Zod, or is it going to be Zod's army? Is it going to be another type of villain coming out? I don't exactly know, but I mean, if it is Zod, Zod's pretty OP. He's got a lot of backup this time around versus the last time, right? And I mean, last time it was actually Superman, but come on, there's 4 different heroes here. I mean, hell, you can even say 5 different heroes, counting Ben Affleck's Batman if you want. So we'll see. It's gonna be a fun time. Obviously, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be chaotic, right? With all the crazy things happening, all these heroes. I don't think we've seen this many DC heroes on screen. I mean, versus the Justice League, I'm talking about 2 Flashes. We got 2 Batmans. We got technically 2 Supermen, right? We got Supergirl. We got Kara, and we also have Zod, he's got superpowers as well. I know that the Batman don't have superpowers, right? I know that. I get that. But I'm just saying the gadgets and the vehicles and all that extra, I guess, stuff that they use, that's a lot. They have a lot of, I guess, accessible gadgets to use against the villains. So we're going to see, that's a lot of things that we'll be able to see on screen.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I'm not gonna lose her again.
We try not to die.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
And lastly, guys, we can talk about here is the other Barry. I mean, we did see, I just showed you guys the clip for Ben Affleck's Batman. Again, he's going to have a lot of cool parts, but very, very small part. Very small part, but very badass scenes. And I can't wait to see that. I'm a big fan, and I'm excited. But let's go ahead and talk about Evil Barry for a second. Just a quick hot second. And or just the last thing we'll mention here is and obviously you can see his suit. It's being borrowed by the Batman, right? Or sorry, Michael Keaton's Batman, right? The suit is there and spray painted and I just colored up red. Just it's a whole thing. Just trying to copy off of the other Flash, right? Because he doesn't have an outfit and he just got his powers. I believe he gets his powers by Kara, as we see in the trailer. Kara picking him up and taking him up. I believe that's how he'll get his powers. And I think they fail at getting his powers or giving his powers to him, and so Kara takes him up, and then they do it that way, and I think that way it works. So that's how I think he gets his powers. Not just that, as you guys heard, he does not want. That was him. That was the other Barry. That wasn't the original Barry. I believe that was the Barry from the other timeline, that new timeline that he makes, right? And in that timeline, that Barry, he doesn't want to lose his family or just lose all of that's like his mom and everything. He finds out what the original Barry loses, right? His mom and whatever else happens to him, but mainly it was his mom, and he doesn't want to lose that ever again or lose her in general. So he goes against him. He fights and he doesn't want to mess up this timeline. He wants to keep this timeline and live and keep living in this timeline, in this proper timeline that he thinks is the right one. But no, this is an actual made up one from the other one. And so that's why he goes against him and he fights him. It'll become a whole thing. Flash versus Flash, but there's a lot of cool moments that you guys have seen in the trailer where they work together. So that part's going to be really cool. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing Flash vs. Flash, because if you guys know, obviously, I've been wanting, and I'm sure a lot of people have been wanting, and we have all seen animated versions or even comic book versions of Flash or Speedsters versus Speedsters. I mean, heck, even the Flash TV show, but I'm just talking about film specifically. There hasn't been a film where we've seen speedsters fight each other, right? And so this could possibly be the first time, and hopefully not the first time, we see speedsters fight each other on film. Because yes, seeing this Flash versus the other Flash, that's going to be really awesome, especially the way they portray Barry's, I guess, speed and the moments they did it. Like, for example, going back to the Justice League, the Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League, right? The way we saw Barry in that one, it was so cool. It was so cool. If you guys have not seen it, I would highly recommend you go check it out, because there's a lot of good moments for all characters. But for the Flash in particular, a lot of people loved the way they portrayed and the way they showed Flash using his powers. At least the one that Zack Snyder does, and his vision for the Justice League, definitely top notch on showing and showcasing the Flash and his powers and his moments that he had in the movie. Great stuff. So I can't wait to see that here. I mean, Flash versus Flash. That's going to be awesome. Evil Barry versus Barry. Great stuff. I guess not super evil, but the fact that he just doesn't want to go back, doesn't want to mess up his timeline, right? The one that he, I guess, knows and wants to stay in, right? So it'll become a whole thing. And he has powers. He has powers. He was given powers, so he'll use that against whoever comes in his way. In this case, Flash. We got Supergirl and whatnot. It'll be a whole thing. So I can't wait to see how the outcome, I guess, concludes. For example, let's say Barry goes back. What happens after that? He goes back. What will he see? Who was going to be there? Will Ben Affleck be there, or will Michael Keaton be there, or maybe Michael Keaton won't be there, or which Superman will be there? It'll be a whole thing. Wonder Woman maybe, because she is going to show up in this movie just for a little bit, I believe. So there's that as well. That's going to be it, guys, for the video. If you guys did enjoy, press the like button, guys. I always appreciate you guys for watching. And let me know what you guys think about this movie. Let me know what you guys are you guys going to watch it? It comes out in a couple weeks. I believe it's June 15th. So it's not that far away. Not that far away. I believe it's like, 3 weeks? 3 weeks and a half. So not too far away. Final trailer, guys. Just want to check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for letting me talk here with you all and showcase here some moments in the movie and talk about some moments in the movie. I think it's going to be a really great DC movie. A lot of praise have been, I guess, coming out for the movie. People have seen the movie already. It's a great DC movie. It's up there. If it's only going up from here, then awesome. Good stuff. High five to them, to DC, because I feel like DC should have been big from, I guess, the get-go after Man of Steel, but that wasn't the case, right? So I mean, I'm gonna support them, and I love a lot of their content here when it comes to Batman or Superman. A lot of the villains, we got the Joker, we have the Batman right on the Elseworlds side of things, so I'm excited for those projects as well. And obviously Aquaman and a bunch of other, I guess, heroes or anti-heroes and stuff like that, different characters that could show up in the future. That's going to be very exciting and cool to see in the big screen. And that's why I think DC, or yeah, they're in good hands. They're in good hands with James Gunn. And so we'll see what happens with their future of DC starting off for this movie. It's looking pretty good, guys. It's looking pretty damn good. Good for them. But yeah, that is it, guys. Take care, guys. Stay amazing. And I'll see y'all with the next video.